Hello, my name is Kat. Welcome to my channel. Hello, how are you doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful day. So today's video is gonna be just me talking about the channel and my time here. It's been a year since I've been posting the first video in the channel, and some things they were good, some things they were okay, some things they were like not that good. Overall, I think the channel is what I was thinking it will be. I still have to work in some things like description of the books that I still struggle a little bit to tell you what the book is about without spoiling them. And when I try to don't spoil it, I tend to make very confusing description, that kind of thing. And then also my reading is not been the best, but it's not been the worst either. And I think the channel in general accomplish the purpose of me trying to read more and trying to put me new challenge and trying to start new um, projects in my reading time. Usually people do questions for this time of the like celebration, like a birthday celebration in the booktube community, or sometimes they do a book tag. But I think the book tag is not going to cover all the things that I want to talk about the channel and let you know about myself. So let's start it. I think I make a note here so I don't ramble too much. Okay, so let's start how I feel the channel is going. I think it's doing good. I'm very proud of some videos, like I said, and not that much in some other ones. The idea of the videos, I think they were good, but the execution, they were not the best. But I'm not intended to take them off because I like to do those kind of videos and the videos that I'm posting usually on the channel because I'm trying to track what I'm reading. And those videos kind of help me a little bit. So I'm not going to take them off, even if I'm not so proud about them. And then I get good reviews, good feedback that I like it. I feel like the channel is what I expected. Obviously, I'm not having like 10,000 subscribers right away or like views like millions. That it doesn't really bother me that much because that was not my really goal for the channel. My goal is to create some videos, do some challenge for myself to read more and that kind of thing. How I feel about my reading. Overall, I think my reading is steady. I think at least I have like the habit to read a little bit in the morning, a little bit at night, even if I'm busy. Even if I read 2 pages or 1 page, I try to at least keep the routine. In that way, it's not that hard for me to go back to read when I need it. But I feel like my reading were like really good, and decrease rapidly, like very quick. Rapid to explain with his toy. Another factor about my reading, and I kind of have to accept it, and I kind of figured it out after this summer and looking back a little bit a year before, is that usually when it's spring and summertime, my work is super busy and physically I'm not exhausted, but I'm tired. And so for me in general, it's a little more like harder to focus, and I don't want to read and then not really read, just pass the pages, and then the next day don't remember anything or understand. If I understand something, it will be like the minimal. So I have to go back and read it again, or I will just read it like that, and at the end of the book, I will not get anything from the book if I read it that way. And that's why my reading go like down. And I think it's gonna be something that is gonna happen every year because where I live is a tourist place, and we work more during the summer and during the springtime. So that's gonna affect my reading 100% sure, and I have to accept that. I will try to at least keep one book a week, but I will have to be honest with myself that sometimes it's not going to happen. But it's okay, and I think I will still keep my goal for the Goodreads. I think 50 books a month, and if I can, I mean a year, if I can, it will be more, of course. But if it's less, it's gonna be okay too. So it's just a goal that I'm going to put it to be floating there on this space. Then let's talk about a little bit why I really started the channel, or why I started, and I started in English, because maybe a lot of people wonder like, okay, come on, she doesn't really speak a perfect English, and why she's doing a channel in English, or that kind of thing. So when I find out about BookTube, watching booktubers that I speak English, I used to watch Elle. I'm very bad with the names. I'm going to put the first booktubers that I watch. Like Elle is a very popular booktuber. Looks books like Whoa is another one that I still follow them. Like I used to watch a lot at the beginning, and then I start finding out more because of them and that kind of thing. So most of the booktubers that I see or follow are booktubers that I speak English, and I think that's the reason it make me feel that I can do a booktube or a channel about books in English. Then I obviously find out that people who speak Spanish, they have their booktube channels too, and I follow some of them, but not too many. And another reason is that I have some friends that they just only speak English, and it's harder for them to understand a video if it's in Spanish. And for my friends that they speak Spanish, it will be easier for them to understand it if it's in English, even if my English is complete broken and I still make a lot of mistakes in pronunciation, grammar, and all that kind of thing. But it will be easier for them to follow if it's in English and not the other way around. So that's two reasons that I started in English. And why I actually started the channel is for me to have a hobby, to do something else besides the reading and besides the work and besides the dogs and besides like my regular routine, and have something else that I'm going to look forward. Have to think about what kind of videos to do, like look my own ideas, or see if I can use ideas from some booktubers that they are great, and I can implement it in my own reading and that kind of thing. So I think that's why I started, and I like to track what I'm reading and doing the videos. I really like it. I really like to do the editing now. I was thinking it would be the worst thing to do, the editing part, but actually I like it. So overall, I think it was to have something different to do besides my regular everyday. And so far it's doing good. I like it and I'm happy about it. So what you can expect about this channel in general? In general, I think I have posted a lot of videos about my books from Tolkien, and I have to be honest. Like I'm very fan of the Lord of the Rings, but most of it is because of the movies. I find out about the books because of the movies, and around them, I find I'm kind of like most of people try to find more about the world that Tolkien create. And I've been watching so many booktubers, I'm not booktubers, like YouTubers, that they talk about these books and they talk about this world, and a lot of things that I know about the Lord of the Rings and the Tolkien world is because of those YouTubers. It's not because I read the books. I I think it's a goal in my life to read all the books about the Middle Earth. I get intimidated and I tend to skip them because I feel that they will be hard to read them. Another reason that I don't read them is because I watch the movies and you kind of know the story, but obviously you need to know about the original version, right? So that's why I want to read them, but I still have like, it's very intimidated. So most people will say, oh, she read all the books or something like that. No, I didn't. I read few of them. I read the Silmarillion. I read the first Lord of the Rings. I read The Hobbit, and I think that's pretty much that I read. I read one book that it was the history of the Lord of the Rings, that I'm in the middle of, that is some drafts of Tolkien creating the first book of the Lord of the Rings. And the other two books, I didn't read them yet. I'm planning to do it next year, in a deep read thing. But they are intimidated, and I think, like I said, I already know the story, so sometimes I feel like it's not, I don't need to read it, and I can still watch some YouTube channel that they're going to explain me some things. But like I said, I have a goal that is I want to read all the books that they are related to the Middle Earth, and eventually I will do it. So probably we'll do it together. That's one thing that you're going to find videos about the Tolkien books and the Middle Earth books. If I read something and I can share it with you, I would share it on the videos. Like, I don't know how it will be the format, but it's books that I'm going to talk very often, even if I didn't read them, because I will have like videos of the collection and all that kind of thing. Plus, the books that they publish about the Lord of the Rings, they are beautiful. Like, they have such a beautiful editions that it's just a pleasure to look at them. So that's one thing that you're going to find in the channel. Another thing that you're going to find in the channel is my two main projects. That is books that there is written in Spanish and they've been translated. I've been trying to do this project, and so far I just ended up doing one this year. I don't know. I have a couple books that I'm already looking at them to make a special video and special review for them in that way, like a project that is going to be a part of that project. But somehow I didn't make that. I still a long time, like a long-term project that is going to still be part of the channel, and it's going to still be part of my own reading. So it's a thing that is going to pop up eventually here and there. Then another project that is kind of in the same situation is reading around the war. And I have like the idea to drink a coffee from some place, or drink a special drink from some specific location, and find a book that is set on that place and talk about it and share what I found out about the book, about the author, and what I like or I didn't like about the book with you. So far, I make only one video. I have one book that I read specific for that reason. I just didn't have the time to do the review. I'm planning to do it anytime soon. My intention is to post it before the end of the year. Hopefully that will happen. It needs a little more time because I need to do a little research and make kind of practice a little bit to make sure I'm saying everything right and I'm not destroying the author or like making a horrible review about like description about the book, because I feel like that kind of videos, they need a little more work. That's why I've been like postponing so far to do the special review for that one. So those two projects, they will still part of my reading and they will still part of the channel. They will pop up here and there somehow. Then another thing that you're going to find on this channel is just book hauls, sometimes some looking back to my collections. I have a lot of classics I want to share with you. Some of them I read, some of them I didn't, some of them I'm just waiting, like somehow I want to read them, and they are beautiful collections, but they are there. So you're going to see those kind of videos too, like collections of books. And I'm planning to not have a TBR, but try to have more like a structure in my reading that probably will help me to get through more books in a month, or get through more projects or that kind of thing, and kind of make it a little fun for me to read. So we will see. I'm planning to kind of start that kind of thing next, like at the beginning of the year. Let's see if it's gonna work, and I hope you like the idea. Have couple more ideas for the channel that I would like to do it. It's just I need to find the time to do the videos, and I need to find the time to read all those books. And if I do too many projects like in once for the channel, means I need to read more books, and I don't want to feel the stress to read that amount of books, because I'm a slow reader. And if already I have issues trying to get some books during the summer. That's going to happen again next year, and I don't want to stress about it. But I do have ideas to do some special videos, some different kind of videos. It's just the time sometimes is not helping, but we will try. We'll see how I can manage to do it. And then another thing that I'm trying to keep is I'm going to keep my hauls, and I'm going to keep my revisiting the hauls that I did, because that way I can like follow up what I'm buying and if I'm reading it. That's a thing that is going to be in the channel 100% sure. That's a thing that you're going to find it, and that's an idea that I get it from um, the supposedly fan, that I think is a great idea, and I think everybody should kind of have some kind of revisit the things that we get to our own library and we ended up forgetting about it. Some people do the reading the whole shelves that they own or buy more books, but I think is the important thing is like just to refresh your memory what you have and what you don't have, and those kind of videos, they will still part of the channel. Another thing that I think I'm not gonna keep, I'm still hesitating. I'm not gonna keep probably my old craze subscription, because it's most of the books they are young adult, and some of them they are the new adult, I think they call it now. I'm not 100% sure how is the line when it's a younger and a the new adult or something like that. But most of the books that I get, they are too, like the target audience is a younger audience, and most of them they don't really work for me. And I love sometimes to receive the box and open with you and see what is inside and see if some items I like, and some of them I use them, that kind of thing. So it's kind of nice to open once in a while a box and see what's inside. So I will not keep it. I think I'm going to get the December box, and I think I may get my January box, because usually it will be like a Christmas present, like a birthday present. Plus the prices on the old crates are crazy. Like it says 38 or $35. I'm not 100% sure. $38, I think. Plus taxes, plus shipping, your box ended up being like 50 something dollars. And I think that's a little pricey. Yes, you get a special edition of a book, but like I said, most of the books they don't really work for me. So what's the point for me to pay 50 something dollars? And plus, I tried the adult box, only the book box, and it was the same. Like it was 20 something dollars, and then plus taxes plus shipping ended up like 40 something. It is a special edition about a book that is supposed to be an adult book, and it's like 40 something dollars, and I think it's a little pricey. With that money I can buy some of my classics or some of my talking books and like special editions too, and I don't think it's worth it. And like I said, sometimes the books they don't really work for me. I'm pretty sure younger audience they will more enjoy more these books than me, and I think it's a little pricey. Like I said, it's a thing that I'm not gonna keep. I'm gonna do December and January, and then I'm gonna skip it, and if they let me skip it until the next December or the next year, January, probably I get another box. But that time just to have like for fun something, but it's not a thing that is gonna stay in the channel like it was at the beginning, because at the beginning I was just trying the subscription. What else? I think I'm doing this background, and I don't know if you saw my last wrap up. It's because my doggy is a little sick, so it's easier for me to do this setup. It's easier to put the lights and all of that, because that's another thing. For me to do the videos, it takes me time, because I need to put the chairs, put the lights up, put everything together again, and then put it back. When I finish, put it back all to the where they belong. And that's an issue that takes a lot of time, and it's not like I go and sit and push the record button and I start making the videos. So the setup thing is sometimes make myself to feel a little lazy to do the videos because it's a lot of moving things around. I don't have a specific library area. I have some books in my room and I have some books in a closet. It's a whole closet, just my books, so they are not all falling around all over the house. It's just a whole closet that I will show you. I will give a very quick view of it. It is all organized. It's just I don't have a big area for the books, and most of my books they are here in my room. I have like this shelf that keeps some of my books, and I have the other one that usually showing up on my other background. They have some of the books, but the rest of my books are in that place that is it's just my books. It doesn't have anything else on it, and that way I keep it at least all together. So for me to do the videos and have the books like in my background, I have to do it in my room, and that's a little complicated because I need to set up the lights and all of that thing that sometimes make me feel lazy. And that's the reason I don't do sometimes videos too, because if I set it up something, I need to make sure that I have at least 3 or 4 videos in mind to do it, and I don't waste all the time to set up the things to make the videos. What else? I think that's it in general. What you can expect from the channel, what has been my journey during this year, what I expect on my reading, and what is my plans for the future. For the channel, I would love to keep doing these videos. I would love to meet new people. Um, I would love to do more videos more often, but I think one per week is a good amount, and I hope I can read a little bit more. And I think that's it. I hope you like this video. I'm happy to be here. 1 year is my way to celebrate the year in booktube. And if you like the video, like always, thumbs up. If you want to know if I post another video, ring the campanita. And thank you for watching. Bye.